Hi, my name is Pat, and this is my channel, Book Chat with Pat, and I'm glad that you're here. For today's episode of Poetry Thursday, I thought that I would just read a few poems related to Halloween or related to other spooky topics in observation of today being Halloween. I thought I would start with a poem entitled The Pumpkin Tide, and this is by Richard Brautigan. I saw thousands of pumpkins last night come floating in on the tide, bumping up against the rocks and rolling up on the beaches. It must be Halloween in the sea. And next, I would like to read Black Cat by Rainer Maria Rilke. A ghost, though invisible, still is like a place your sight can knock on, echoing. But here, within this thick black pelt, your strongest gaze will be absorbed and utterly disappear. Just as a raving madman, when nothing else can ease him, charges into his dark night, howling, pounds on the padded wall, and feels the rage being taken in and pacified. She seems to hide all looks that have ever fallen into her, so that, like an audience, she can look them over, menacing and sullen, and curl to sleep with them. But all at once, as if awakened, she turns her face to yours, and with a shock, you see yourself, tiny, inside the golden amber of her eyeballs, suspended like a prehistoric fly. Halloween in a Suburb by H.P. Lovecraft. The steeples are white in the wild moonlight, and the trees have a silver glare. Past the chimneys high, see the vampires fly, and the harpies of upper air that flutter and laugh and stare. For the village dead, to the moon outspread, never shone in the sunset's gleam, but grew out of the deep that the dead years keep, where the rivers of madness stream down the gulfs to a pit of a dream. A chill wind weaves through the rows of sheaves in the meadows that shimmer pale, and comes to twine where the headstones shine, and the ghouls of the churchyard wail for harvests that fly and fail. Not a breath of the strange gray gods of change that tore from the past its own can quicken this hour, when a spectral power spreads sleep o'er the cosmic throne and looses the vast unknown. So here again stretch the vale and plain that moons long forgotten saw, and the dead leap gay in the pallid ray, sprung out of the tomb's black maw, to shake all the world with awe. And all that the morn shall greet forlorn, the ugliness and the pest of rose where thick rise the stones and brick, shall someday be with the rest, and brood with the shades unblessed. Then wild in the dark, let the lemurs bark, and the leprous spires ascend, for new and old alike in the fold of horror and death are penned, for the hounds of time to rend. The Only Ghost I Ever Saw by Emily Dickinson. The only ghost I ever saw was dressed in Mechlin, so he wore no sandal on his foot and stepped like flakes of snow. His gait was soundless like the bird, but rapid like the roe. His fashions quaint, mosaic, or haply mistletoe. His conversation seldom, his laughter like the breeze that dies away in dimples among the pensive trees. Our interview was transient. Of me, himself was shy, and God forbid I look behind since that appalling day. So that's a little bit of poetry for your Halloween. Hope you have a wonderful Halloween, and as always, I thank you for watching. I hope that you're doing well. I'll speak with you again soon. Take care.